Hi there, reception learners. My name's Olivia. Welcome to lesson number 34. If you've seen other lessons, you might remember that we've been talking about measurement and words like heavy, heavier, heaviest, or short or longer. You might remember that we were comparing the weight or the mass of different objects, and we were trying to work out which was heavier, Stegi, the Stegosaurus, or some objects from around our house. Did you have a go at trying this at home? You might have had a try at hefting an apple and a potato. How did you go? I wonder if it depends how big the apple is or how big the potato is. What do you think? Let's warm up our maths brains. I have a rock and a texter. Which do you think would feel heaviest? The texter or the rock? You're right. The rock is a lot heavier than the texter. Today's learning intention is to be able to compare and order objects according to their mass. Can you remember what mass means? That's right, it's how heavy an object is. Now that you know more about mass, I'm wondering if you can help me. My friend Isabel has been home and she's not feeling well. I thought it would be nice to take her some of these things, but I have to catch the bus. I need to work out which items I can take in my basket so that I can still carry it. Can't be too heavy for me. It's quite a long way away. Which things shall we choose? Isabel needs some water. Which water bottle do you think I should put in the basket? This water bottle is very heavy. This one feels a bit lighter. Should we put it in the basket? What do you think? This one or this one? Let's choose this one. What else would Isabel like at home if she's not feeling well? Let's see what we've got here. Poor Isabel, she really does have a sniffle. She's going to need some tissues. I have a small packet of tissues here, and then I have one that's much bigger. Which one do you think I'll be able to put in my basket? This tissue box is quite big, but it isn't very heavy, and because she's quite sick, I think this is the right choice. You know what it's like when you're at home for a long time and you need things to do. Isabel loves reading. I've got two books here, a smaller book and a thick book. Which one will I put in the basket? The thick book is quite heavy. The thin book is much lighter. I think I'll add the thin book today. Let's check our basket and see how heavy it is. Remember, I have to catch the bus and I have to walk a little way to Isabel's house too. Oh, it's starting to get heavy. I wonder what items we have left. What else shall we put in the basket? I've thought maybe she'd like some warm socks. Or maybe a warm blanket. The blanket is bigger, but is it heavier? Let's feel. The blanket is a bit heavier, but I think I'll still be able to carry it. Let's see if it fits in the basket. Isabel's going to love it when we come for a visit. Sometimes when you're feeling drab or a bit sick, some flowers or a plant might cheer you up. I have a pot plant here and I have some flowers. The pot plant is big, The flowers are much smaller. Which one do you think I could put in the basket? Let's test again and see how heavy it is. Oh, it is getting heavier. There's not much room left either. I'm glad I left the plant till last so it doesn't get squashed. I think I might need to choose the flowers. They're not as heavy as the plant, so I can get all the way to Isabel's house. Let's look in our basket and feel how heavy it is. We've got a water bottle, some flowers, a warm rug, and a box of tissues for her sniffles. Let's see if I'm going to be able to carry all of these things on the bus. Yes, I think I can. Thanks so much for your help. We're starting to see, while we were packing our basket, that bigger items are not always heavy and smaller items are not always light. Let's see if we can find an example. How about our tissue box? The tissue box was one of the bigger items, but it's also one of the lightest. Can you think of something that might be small, but also heavy? You might like to try out this thinking at home. Have a look around. Maybe you could find a sock. I'm wondering, could you find something that might be smaller than a sock, but also heavier than a sock? What could that be? Maybe something like a bar of soap or something that you find in your fridge. See how you go. I'm wondering also, I have a rock. What's something that might be bigger than a rock, but also lighter than a rock? What kinds of things can you think of? I'm thinking maybe a balloon, or perhaps a magazine or a newspaper. Have a look around your house and see what you can find. So today, we have learnt to order and compare things depending on how much they weigh. Thanks for joining us today. Bye.